The champagne's been popped. The wine is flowing. So you know where we're going. We're going on a backlot tour, but we're going to take a detour. And I'm your tour guy, Captain Zach. And with me always is Jana.
You know, I don't think you can say, but first we're going to take a detour because it's not like we're going on a backlot tour.
We're going on a backlot tour.
The detour.
Backlot detour? To detour.
We're going on a backlot tour.
A backlot detour.
Yeah.
A backlot detour.
A backlot detour.
Backlot detour.
Yeah.
We're going on a backlot detour. And we're continuing our journey with Mr. Reeves. And we just watched John Wick 2. Your face is like, who?
I was like, Christopher Reeve? It's like, is that Keanu's last name?
You're like, Keanu Reeves. You're like, you always say Keanu Reeves or
Yeah.
Keanu. You never say Reeves.
Yeah. So it threw me.
We went on a journey, continuing journey with Mr. Reeves on John Wick 2. And we're going to discuss our thoughts on this. We might do a whole revenge series because I think I want to see Extraction next after these.
With Mr. Hemsworth.
Well, that makes more sense. Unless you're talking about the Hemsworth Liam that no one ever talks about.
Or the other one that no one really ever talks about.
What's the other one?
Luke.
Ugh, Luke. He's the
Feel
best.
bad for that guy. He's like 6 inches shorter than his brothers.
You know, it's fine. He's probably fine.
He's fine.
He's fine.
He's fine.
We hope. We love you, Luke. Oh,
Okay.
Luke's the worst. Fuck him.
And he's the oldest.
Ew. Disgusting. Anyways, we saw John Wick 2. This is my second time seeing this. This is our first soiree. And you were very drunk. And you were
I was not very drunk.
You were very tipsy at the end of it. And you were like...
The end of it.
You were like, I just want everyone to be together. Just
you know what? This is my talking point, not yours.
All right, go.
I thought it was a good movie.
All right, good night, everybody. John Wick 3 is next. My favorite of the three because we
good
haven't
movie,
seen 4.
10 out of 10 recommend. Be sure to check it out.
10 out of 10. Wow.
No, it was good. I mean, I'd give it like a 8, 9 out of 10.
Did you like it more than the first one?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Because of the 3, this is my least favorite. And that's not saying much because I like them all. So.
Okay, but so I made notes while we were watching.
Yeah, I thought you were like just like scrolling because I was like, is she bored? Because I was about to get very angry because you're just like, I'm just not going to pay attention. I'm like, are you not seeing what's fucking happening?
That is how I judge how interested I'm in a movie is if I am texting and scrolling during it.
Yeah, that's what I thought you were doing.
No, I was making notes because I knew I wouldn't remember it.
Okay.
To say. Okay, so I kind of told you this last night when we were watching, but the opening scene is silly. It is just
destroying his car.
Silly. No, not destroying his car, but like the guy's monologue, like the uncle of the guy he kills, the brother.
Peter Stormare.
Yeah. It's so silly, and it makes me think of in Community, the ripoff Gremlins movie that they're watching. Like the way he's describing everything is just like that. And I could not take that part seriously.
Good. The holy water turns them more evil than before.
Yeah. Yeah. And the way that whole setup was happening and everything.
Me.
I thought it was going to be about the uncle avenging his nephew and brother.
Oh, okay.
And I was very relieved it wasn't.
Yeah, it wasn't going to be that, no.
Because I was just like, that is not going to be
Well,
a
I told
movie.
you it was like, it kind of goes in way more of the lore of this weird underworld.
Yeah, but I mean, you could still go into more lore with it being...
Oh, you get into the weeds in the next one, like of the craziness.
Yeah. Then...
next one's my favorite so far. We haven't seen 4 yet, but like...
Okay.
Anyways.
Next is... I want to know more about John and Jimmy the cop's relationship / background, where he's just like
Gaslight, huh?
I mean, he knows what he's doing, you know,
Jimmy,
but he's not like doing anything about it. So I don't know if it's just like, is the police force paid off when it comes to stuff?
This. I don't think you're gonna get resolution on this. I don't think you're gonna get anything on this. Maybe there is like some weird like director's commentary where it's like, yeah, Jimmy and Johnny go way back.
If I ever meet Keanu, I'm going to ask him. And just like, Keanu, Mr. Reeves.
What if he gives you like a Harrison Ford answer? Like, I don't fucking know.
Oh, he wouldn't do that.
I don't fucking know.
Keanu wouldn't do that.
It's not that kind of movie, kid.
Don't say these things about Keanu.
He wouldn't say that. No, he would engage you and talk to you for about 45 minutes.
And if he doesn't know, he'd be like, you know what? That is interesting. Maybe we can put something like about
Maybe
that
we
in
could put
John Wick 5.
Maybe we can put something together in John Wick 5.
Yeah, exactly.
He just like addresses it specifically. Be like, this one's for Jana. And then like
Yeah.
it just like goes into like this Jimmy whole like backstory, and you're like, oh, thank God. I was very concerned about this, and I want to know about it. That's it.
Mhm.
And you kept calling Winston something else. What was like Martin?
Martin, yeah.
You're like, what about Martin? I'm like, who the fuck is Martin? You're like
okay.
the owner of the
I
Continental.
love
I'm like,
Martin.
Yeah,
Slash
Winston.
I love Winston. He's so wonderful. I hope he never dies. He died in real life, didn't he?
No, it was the Lance Hendricks or Lance Reddick, the concierge guy. He passed away.
Yeah. I like him a lot too.
Yeah. Oh, they have bigger roles in the next one, so like they've expanded roles. I think you're gonna like it.
Yeah.
I guarantee it.
I really like Winston though.
Well, that's why they're making like the prequel.
I love their
even though
relationship.
it's not Ian McShane doing it, obviously, because it's a prequel thing. But like,
I'd like Ian McShane doing it.
well, yeah, Ian
He's
McShane's
got that
super likable.
charisma.
He's also-
Apparently, the kids call charisma Riz now, by the way. So he's got that Riz.
And Mad Drip.
No, drip's done.
What's the other one they go?
Riz.
No, the No Cap.
Yeah, I don't know what that means. I think it means lie.
I said it's like no lie for real.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, but they're gonna do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's coming out, and then there's also a spinoff. I'm not gonna tell you what the other spinoff is because you haven't seen it yet. Like what it actually is.
Yeah. So okay, I was disappointed.
All right, get into it.
I thought Common and John Wick would be teaming up and all buddy, and
Instead of stabbing him in the heart.
I really wanted them to be friends,
Yeah, that.
work through their issues together.
Well, he was like the only assassin that was like going toe to toe with him. All the other ones are like just cannon fodder.
Yeah.
They're all terrible.
But that's when he explains, it's just like, I mean, they sit down, they have a drink together. He explains, like, I had a marker, I had to do it. And, it's
But
like,
clearly
really,
Common
you should be
wasn't-
going
Common
after
was
the
clearly-
brother.
Clearly, he had he was in love with that lady.
Well, clearly, yes.
They were in love.
Yeah.
Because she's like, what do I do without you? And like, so there's a relationship there. But so he was just like, you know how it's going to go.
There is, but it's
now
just like,
it's open season on him right now. So the way it ends, it's open season. He's like, his life is forfeit, like he says. But Marty, as you call him, Winston gives him like an hour, which is enough time to try to get ahead
you're
of
jumping
everyone.
way ahead.
But yeah, I know. But I'm just saying,
So,
like,
just stop jumping ahead.
you jump ahead. You don't want me to explain anything.
I don't want you to explain anything. I'm just saying, I thought Common and Wick would be friends.
You were like, they're going to team up and beat the bad guy. I'm like,
Yeah, that's what I
nope.
thought they were going to do, is that they were going to team up and go after the brother together.
I liked how shocked you were at the ending.
The realism was broken a little bit though with the silencers, the mufflers on the
Yeah.
guns.
They do that. Like, I think if they had the realistic versions in every movie now, people would be like, why is it not making the pew, pew, pew?
But
James
I mean,
Bond
like,
movies ruined that in like the 70s and 60s.
The Sting did. Also, like if you watch the Sting, they use like
Silencers.
yeah, and it's silent.
Yeah.
Because
there's just like pew, pew, and like the walking around, just shooting each other. And like,
Yeah.
everyone's like,
well, I think if people heard like a silencer for real, they'd be like, "That's not really silent."
well, they're not quiet. It's like
Yeah.
they're pretty loud still. So yeah, but it's one of those movie tropes. There's a lot of movie tropes that like, well, like a lot of this movie doesn't fall for a lot of ones because like when he grabs the gun from someone else and starts using it, he'll pick up another one, just like in a video game basically, because you're like you constantly need ammo. And he's just like, I'm just gonna keep using all these, which is more realistic. I feel like because everyone's like, oh yeah, I got a billion shots, and he's like, no, you got like, depending on what you're using, like 10, 15 maybe rounds, and then you gotta reload, and that goes fast. Also, whenever he throws a gun at someone, I'm always like, man, that's gonna hurt.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
One thing I didn't get, and we talked about this a little, is that the hobo is an assassin, but he's not killing him, and he's helping him.
I think they live by a
Like-
different code. I think the hobos are not really part of that hoity-toity crowd. That's what I'm saying.
I need the full story on,
They go into
That.
a little more, kind of.
like, I don't get it.
of like Lawrence Fishburne's gang.
Yeah, like I mean, I just don't get like why are they harboring John, but then also not really helping him?
I mean, they could have also killed him at any point. So they're
Mm-hmm.
clearly Lawrence Fishburne is like, what can I use this kind of for? Also, I think when he explained it to him, he's like, hey, if I don't kill him, this guy's gonna kill all of you because he's just gonna clean up New York and get rid of all you guys.
Yeah, but that still doesn't make sense why the hobo helped him to begin with.
Well, he gave him a coin. I don't. Maybe he didn't know who he was at first. No, he says like, I'm not John Wick, but maybe he was like, well, I gotta take him to Lawrence Fishburne.
I mean, he could have killed him then and there, and it's like, you get 7 million, you're not a hobo anymore.
Maybe they're all really loyal to Lawrence Fishburne and be like, I'm not gonna do anything without his approval, kind of thing. Whereas all the other guys don't. Those other assassins don't have loyalty to anyone like that.
Yeah.
Whereas everyone, all his network are working for him. So that could be it. Because they're like, I'm not going to do anything without his approval.
Maybe.
He's keeping us safe, kind of thing. I don't know.
I don't know. I just, I didn't get that whole part.
Yeah, I mean,
I mean, the wine was hitting at that point too, so that might be part
you're
of
like,
it.
wait a minute.
The pigeons are awesome.
Yeah, you were like, I love pigeons.
I do love pigeons. They're
Like,
such
I
an
want
underrated
pigeons.
bird.
Underrated bird.
Yeah.
They're flying rats.
Most people hate them, and they call them things like flying rats, but they're still beautiful.
Wind mice.
God's creatures. They're all perfect.
Okay. They carry disease.
Everything carries disease. We carry disease.
Yeah, we're terrible. We're the worst.
Okay. I really like the line, "You don't want me owing you."
You don't want me owing you.
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 How'd you like the part where he goes to like the sommelier to get his guns and the tailor and all that, like that kind of stuff?
I thought that was pretty awesome. And I think that gives you, like, that whole process kind of really gives you the look into, like, how important the Continental is and their services, since he loses those.
Yeah. It makes it difficult for him.
Yeah. So I'm interested to see in John Wick 3 how things go for him without having access to all that. Because, like, you know, John Wick 1 and
you don't really see any of that shit in the
you don't. You just see it as a hotel that they can come and stay and be safe.
But they established the rule of like you can't kill in there because that girl,
Well, yeah.
Wonder Woman, kills and then
Wonder Woman for a day.
Then they take her out and just immediately kill her. So it's like, because you broke the rule, you can't do that. She also tried to kill him anyways. So like, she was like, I don't care. Da, da, da. Also, I keep forgetting that Willem Dafoe is even in the first one. But like, yeah, like there's all those like rules, and it's like,
okay, I did not like the House of Mirrors.
Yeah.
Like as in general, but also just like as a place to have this like lengthy battle.
It was interesting because I feel like it was almost like a callback to like Man with the Golden Gun, because that's how that movie ends. And that's a movie about assassins.
Okay,
like,
cool. I didn't like it. I don't know. It felt a little
cheap.
Yeah.
Cheesy.
Yes.
A little bit. There's a glass fight in the next one. Get ready. That's not the same though.
That's not the same. Okay, one thing I really, really did not like, and I think it's what made the first movie stand apart from so many other action revenge films.
Is he shoots him in the face when he's done?
Yes, he left so many people alive. So many people alive.
In the first scene, yeah, because he was trying to make peace with that guy, but
he still did throughout the movie.
Most of the other people he shot in the face.
No.
You can go watch that. Go watch the movie again. You'll be like, oh, he did shoot most of them in the face after he got him out.
All I know is it was one too many.
What?
That he
left
alive. Yeah.
You're like, don't leave Eddie alive. He was killing almost everybody. I think he killed pretty much everybody.
He didn't kill Common. He didn't kill the guy that he shot his kneecaps. He didn't kill the uncle.
Those were the guys in the beginning, though, that he was making peace with.
Common wasn't in the beginning.
Yeah, I don't know why he left Common alive. That was a common courtesy. But like, I think it's a thing back to like, maybe he's in the fourth one. I don't know, but like how Lawrence Fishburne told that story about like, you snuck up on me and cut my throat, and you left it there and like gave me a choice to be like, I could shoot you in the back and kill you, or I could save my own life. And I saved my own life, and here I am, and no one's ever been able to sneak up on me because you gave me that life lesson. And now that's maybe why he owes him, and he's just like, maybe I'm going to need a favor from this person because they're going to remember that I saved their life and I didn't kill them. when they knew every, like, I could have killed you so easily kind of thing.
Is Common in John Wick 3?
No.
Oh.
I don't think he is.
That's disappointing.
He could be in the fourth one. I don't know.
Okay, so Keanu, if you're listening, I need a backstory with Jimmy, and I need you and Common to buddy up.
Putting you on blast.
Yep.
You want a Common, John Wick. We haven't seen the fourth one. We can't make that assumption yet.
That's true. We have not.
Because he's probably
there.
healed up by then. Although these are like literally like a day apart, probably. If he's got a knife to the heart in the aorta, he's probably going to need some surgery.
Also, I really like how they have the operators for the phones and like
it's also
placing the
low-tech.
orders and
Yeah.
like that kind of stuff.
Let's talk about Ruby Rose for a second.
Hang on, I'm not there yet.
Could she hear? Because you made that comment. I was like, yeah, she would be a bad assassin if she couldn't hear, actually. She was just such a block of wood. And it didn't help that she didn't speak.
Well,
but
I think that's part of it because I'm pretty sure she was in The Orange Is the New Black, and I mean we've never watched that, but I've always heard it.
I think
it's a
she was
really
just
good show.
trying to do her like tough guy, angry, resting bitch face the whole time, and that was like her whole thing. It was like the same face the whole time of like I'm angry.
But it also didn't look very angry.
I don't know.
I don't know.
She also died really easily. Like for being like the head honcho's like next like assassin in line, she like certainly went out quickly.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
also I love how he just like he takes all her weaponry right in front of her as she's dying.
Yeah, that was
like
pretty
baller
badass.
move. We're dealing with a badass here. Good stuff. I mean, I think my main thing is that he doesn't like. There's no pomp and circumstance to like that like other movie tropes do. Like I'm gonna keep you alive so I can tell you my plan. He's like, nope, I'm just gonna shoot you. And he
I'm
just
mad
shoots
that
him.
his house got blown up.
Yeah,
And
it's a bummer. His dog's still alive.
yeah, that's a plus. I don't think anybody will make the mistake of killing his dog.
Yeah, I'd get annoyed if they did something to the dog again. I'd be like, oh god, don't do that.
I wonder what he's gonna name the dog.
I don't even know if he has it named in the third one, if I remember.
Well, it's right away. You said it starts.
Yeah, it's immediately right after. So
So-
that one is like literally like minutes after that one
Yeah.
ends. Yeah.
I was talking about something that I really liked before you interrupted with Ruby Rose, and I didn't get to finish the thought.
You liked the operators.
Yes, I liked the operators and
That was it.
that whole system, and I thought it was pretty fun too to see like all the text going through and everyone just like so many people.
All these underground assassins just being
Yeah.
like, oh, it's time to go kill.
Even like the
Here I
mom
go.
with her baby in the park.
Here I go kill him again.
It was just interesting. Oh, and then at the end when Winston's giving him an hour and he was just like, you're not dead yet because of me. Essentially, and everybody just like stops walking. Yeah. You know, that was fun.
Well, buckle up for the next one, baby. Final thoughts.
Well, my last note in here is I love Winston. So.
Well, he and Lance are in it a lot more in the next one, so.
I don't need a response from you. I don't want a response from you or a facial expression or anything, but here are my hopes for John Wick 3. He gets back into the Continental at the end of the movie. Winston, I don't know, he either pulls strings or he helps him out or he's helping him behind the scenes, you know? And you've said Common's not in there, but I'm going to hold out hope that Common's in there and they're going to buddy up in some way. He's going to kill more people.
I'm going to tell you.
He's not going to leave anybody alive.
There's some way more like scenes of like, even I had to turn my head a little bit on some of them.
Oh, that reminds me. The pencil scene
Yeah,
really bothered me. That one, ugh. It like thinking about it makes me want to like.
It's like a Fast and Furious. I
vomit a
told you,
little.
like everyone's like more amped up. So there's way more like trying to be clever deaths, which is, there's some fun dog.
Oh, I do
scenes,
like in the
actually.
beginning of the movie when that guy is monologuing, like the Gremlin spinoff movie.
I think we're just referring to the Gremlin spinoff.
Well, if you know, you know.
If you don't know, you don't know.
Yeah. And he mentions like how he killed people with a pencil.
With a pencil, who does that?
And then later in the movie, he's killing people with a pencil.
Yeah, you did not like that part.
I did not like it at all. The thought of it, like seriously, I start getting tied in the throat, like I'm gonna throw up a little.
So like when it happened in like Batman, you didn't like that either, or Dark Knight. He was like, you want to see a magic
well, no,
trick?
that's a little different because you don't seem like inserting the pencil and taking it out and like things like that and like where he was sticking it. But that being said, I was always very uncomfortable when the Joker was on screen.
Yeah, that's what you're supposed to feel.
Which is great. It says a lot about his acting in that, but
yeah,
won Academy Award.
Two people have won for Joker now.
Yep.
Playing the Joker.
Anyways, I don't want to get on that.
But 4 Joker actors have won Oscars. That's crazy. It's like a rite of passage. Final thoughts. I like this one. Third one's my favorite until I see the fourth one, and that's going to be my favorite.
I like this one. I still think the first one is better.
Yeah, first one I think is better than the second one, but the third one I think is better than the first one.
It hurt me a little how much his Mustang was beat up.
Yeah, it was kind of annoying. He's just like, it's just destroyed. And then he lost his privileges with John Leguizamo to fix it.
Does he?
Well, he was part of that whole thing. And he said like, when he says excommunicado, like you see all the people that are like,
yeah,
you can't use the medical services, you can't use our mechanics, you can't use our gunsmiths, you can't use our map people, our tailors, you can't use any of that stuff. Because I think John Leguizamo was part of that whole thing anyways.
So does he get his car back in the third?
I don't think he gets the car back in the third.
Do they explain that?
Well,
I mean, I guess he said it was like...
He's just on the run in the third one.
Well, the third one starts up immediately, and John Leguizamo was like, yeah, I'll get it back to you by Christmas.
I mean, some people might try to help him out of respect, but if you help John Wick, there's consequences, and they know that. Because
is he going to go join the Pigeon Society?
No, but you're going to learn more about the High Council kind of shit.
Ooh, okay. New hope for the third movie.
Oh, God. He, as a pigeon.
That pigeons start sending him messages. Because, I mean, that's what they're doing with pigeons.
Manzukis is in that underground thing. He's the TikTok man.
Of course he is.
He's like, he's not in it that much, but like, I just thought it was funny that he popped up as like one of the homeless people, like gang. He's like, TikTok, Mr. Wick.
Yeah, I don't get that reference yet, so.
Yeah, well, he's got an hour, so that hour goes up pretty quickly.
Is it in real time, the third movie? You get that full hour.
No, the whole movie is not in real time because he goes jet setting a lot.
All right, hang on. I have a question. In 24, the episodes are real time. Is each episode representative of an hour?
It's a whole day. The whole season is a day.
And each season is a day in the week? Is this just like the longest week of his life?
No. It's not like it's just a random day in like, it could be like years after for the next one, but like it's a horrible day. But it's a 24-hour cycle and an hour at a time is what you're seeing.
Sucks to be him.
Yeah, there's some shitty days too. There's some really horrible ones to watch.
All right. Well, so final thoughts?
Highly recommend all the John Wicks. Doesn't matter. Watch them. If you haven't watched them, watch them. I don't care. Everyone should support Keanu Reeves.
Watch them in order.
Do not watch them out of order. That is the worst fucking idea you could do.
I really liked it. Again, 8, 9 out of 10. Actually, after recapping, 8 out of 10.
8.5.
8 out of 10.
8.5.
8 out of 10.
Give it a B. 85.
80 is a B.
When I was growing up, it was 83 to 91 was a B.
That's dumb.
70 and below, or 69 and below was failing.
80 to 89 was a B.
Well, we had that later. It was like 60 to 70, 70 to 80.
Okay, well, cool. It's a B.
Okay, all right.
There's a great big pretty okay tomorrow.
Shining at the end of every day. John Wick.